There you go, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Did you know there is now an Australian standard for dispensed gas? If your nitrogen or carbon dioxide leaks, it can build slowly over time, reducing oxygen in the air with serious health consequences. It will affect your attention, ability to think clearly, and even your ability to realize that you need to get out. As oxygen continues to deplete, it can lead to collapse and even death. You may not know that many of the devices designed to protect your pipework or equipment could often vent these very gases directly into your cellar. CO2 can affect you before it even has time to reduce the oxygen in the air. In fact, you can pass out from CO2 while there is still enough oxygen in the air to breathe. Most people don't know that there is often a second or third victim who unsuspectingly enters the affected area to help the first victim. If you have a gas leak, often you cannot hear, see, or smell it. Do you know how to tell and what to do if someone has been affected? You are responsible for every person that goes into your cellar, including staff, contractors, and visitors. Failure to comply could affect more than health, but your insurance and finances too. There is a simple way to make sure you minimize your risk. In 1997, an Australian barman died in the cellar of a pub following a carbon dioxide leak. Other people around the world have died too. Incidents regularly occur in the Australian hospitality industry. As a result, Standards Australia has worked with industry representatives to create the new Australian standard, AS 5034, to help ensure a safer working environment.
I think the standard is very important for industry. For a long time there's been no real regulations regarding the safety and the dangers of inert gases in the hospitality industry. So yeah, it's a very important step forward for industry.
As a pub and club owner, it is now vitally important that your venue and staff comply to the new Australian standard, AS 5034. Compliance is also essential for insurance. Insurance is calculated on your risk profile, and minimising risk minimises insurance costs.
If they don't comply, generally speaking, insurance policies may not actually be applicable for the client themselves. Anything that you can do to basically support that you have the right processes and procedures in place from an occupational health and safety point of view can be leveraged in relation to acquiring a better price in the insurance market.
As well as protecting your staff, it is also your legal responsibility to ensure the safety of anyone entering your business. Just because someone can make beer come out of a tap doesn't make them a safety expert. Your system must comply, and it's generally not just as simple as installing a monitor. A tailored solution to meet your particular needs should be delivered by someone who understands the risk and relevant requirements. You also need to ensure you have the correct amount of ventilation and, if need be, get a monitor installed. It's best to get an expert to conduct an assessment for you to ensure you comply. It is also essential that your system is fully maintained through a regular review performed by a qualified professional. The standard recommends one every 6 months. At the same time, you can evaluate the efficiency of your system, help reduce possible waste, and improve beverage quality.
Cheers.
You need to ensure you have the correct signage to increase the awareness of risks and outline correct procedures. Finally, you need to ensure your staff are fully trained in the use of inert gases and understand the hazards associated in working with them. Recognizing these needs, BOC have created the BOC WorkWise training kit, specifically produced for the hospitality industry. All of the relevant issues are clearly covered in the kit, which contains a DVD and CD for convenient playback on multiple systems. It is the ideal cost-effective tool to train staff and suppliers who work with your dispense system. There's even a manager's checklist to ensure you have covered everything. Each separate venue should have their own exclusive copy, so that when new employees start or refresher training is required, the training can be carried out and venue training records can be kept and other related requirements can be met.
It's important that we recognise how important safety in the workplace is and that we do something about it.
It was in need of regulation. It hadn't been before. It is in need of regulation, and we believe that all pubs and clubs should comply with the standards as a priority.
Remember, a safer working environment enhances the well-being of staff. A well-designed system reduces the risk of an incident occurring. Well-trained staff will recognise issues and act correctly in an emergency. Ongoing maintenance helps to ensure a safe working environment and reduces potential costs. Insurance costs may be reduced by a compliant system and well-trained staff. BOC knows the hospitality industry, understands the risks involved, and is aware of all the new components of the standard. Who better to help you and your venue comply? Be ready. Work safer. Work wise.